our insignificance is our significance. Think about that for a second. Hi, I'm a human being, and I really need to be somebody in life. Wait a second, I'm a human being too, and I just am. So let's talk about the ego self versus the authentic self for a second. So what starts off as this, we're born, turns into a separation of this because we have the ego. And what the ego does, it brings us outside of ourselves, okay? And as we go through life and we try to be and do and all these kind of things, we create this notion that we're just not good enough. We always need to do more, right? Where the authentic self says, I already am, I exist in the present. So we start playing by rules, and we have these roles, and we have this brand and these identities that we take on, and we get farther away from who we really are a lot of times. So, you know, the thing about like spirituality or people who are doing a lot of personal development, self-cultivation, is coming back into the self. Who knew it was going to be this hard to just like find ourselves, to find this authentic self? Why is it so hard for us to get back here? We go to bookstores and there's entire bookshelves on personal development and self-transformation, all to get back to this, who we were, like when we were born or pre-birth, whatever you want to call it, the self, right? The insignificant self. So we're really working on ourselves and doing all this self-help to try to get back to this simplistic version of just existing, which is kind of ironic if you think about it, because when we're putting all this work into trying to find the self, we're still coming at it from this very egotistical kind of way, from this guy who's saying, ooh, I want to get back to this, and I have to go through hoops and do all this stuff and read all these books and do all these courses and climb all these mountains to get back to me, to who I am, to find out who I really am. So this is the really almost ridiculous part about being human, is that we have this yearning for more, right? And we can't really stop that. No matter how much we try to untangle it and all the meditations we do, there's always like this bottom line where we're not good enough where we are. So this is the tricky part about, living in your truth, living in your authenticity. We have a lot of noise around us, a lot of distractions, a lot of things that are trying to take us further away from this authentic version of ourselves, right? And a lot of it is untangling and, canceling out noise and stuff like that. But I just think it's ironic and it's funny because a lot of people still come at it from a different angle. Like, in order to find myself, I need to put the work in. But really, in order to find yourself, you just have to exist. Like, your insignificance is your significance. And for some people that won't make a whole lot of sense, but think about it. The authentic version of you is very insignificant because it's not searching for, it's very insignificant in the way that the ego self thinks, right? It's very insignificant in the way that, okay, I'm not important. I don't need to fit into these roles or these labels or these brands or be this perfect version of myself. I just am. And that version of insignificance, of just being, makes it really, really significant to us, because that's where we are empowered. That's where just we hold our truth, okay? So anyway, I hope you found this insightful. Maybe not. Let me know your thoughts below. A lot of people have very superficial relationships to themselves, and I think that's also why they just come at it from an ego standpoint instead of just being and accepting that you just are, You know, it's a tough cookie to crack. That makes no sense. But anyway, hope you like this video. Hit that like button, subscribe. I put out new videos every single week on all kinds of cool topics for you. If you have any other ideas that you'd like to see, hit me up, leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.